I was really anxious when I found out that I was pregnant, to be really honest, with all three of them. But I found out really early, which was good. And it helped me kind of just be in the search for who was going to look after me when I was pregnant with all three of them. Luckily enough, I did find someone with my first, and I carried that person right through all three of my births and my pregnancies. It was really important for me to find a Pacific Island midwife. I'm coming from a Samoan family, and my partner being Samoan as well. We learned very early on that we thrive on community, and so knowing someone that was able to create a space like that for us without even us having to tell them, because they grew up, in that kind of space themselves, it was really important for us to go in that direction. I didn't have to specifically say, I want this, this and this. She just knew off the bat because she created that sense of community with other friends that have had her. I think that in itself was really important for me, and to have someone that can relate to you in that sense, and also be able to create a space that's safe not only for yourself and your baby, but for your family as well, to come into that process. So if you've gotten pregnant outside of wedlock, or if you've had your kids too early or gotten pregnant too early, there isn't enough education around pregnancy or sex in general in our community for us to be able to say that we're confident in reaching out to certain people. And I think that's why we reach out too late. I think that's why we don't speak out about things that make us comfortable, because if we're uncomfortable already in the situation that we're in and we can't speak to our families about it, it's hard enough for us to talk to someone that probably won't even understand not the barrier, but kind of that interaction that we're already having with our families. Just knowing that you're safe, that you're listened to, and that there's strong lines of communication between what's going on with not only your midwife but your pregnancy in general. With Pacific Island families in general, it's just a different type of stress behind not only the pregnancy but what's going on behind the scenes as well. And I think it's super important for us to be able to call that stuff early, so then we can create a safe space for the pregnancy to begin. Some advice I guess I could give to non-Pacific Island midwives that are treating Pacific Island clients would be to kind of ask those questions straight off the bat about what their cultural needs are, what their expectations of them being their midwife would be, how they would be able to create a safe space not only for themselves but for their families as well. A lot of Pacific Island women, one thing, well with me anyways, if I was to get someone that wasn't Pacific Islander, I'm the type of person that just hopes that people can read my mind and can create that space right off the bat, and I feel like a lot of other Pacific Island women would be the same. Create that kind of space by asking the right questions, listening to the needs of the woman that you are dealing with, that you are looking after, getting their community involved if they have a community, or to encourage that for them. That's just what I would give out there to those people, or midwives that are looking after Pacific Island women.